Hi, welcome. This is the energy of today, July 7th. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, July 7th? What does the viewer need to see and hear for today? July 7th. July 7th. What does the viewer need to see and hear for today? Okay, so let's see here. So sacrifice. So this is about maybe sometimes surrendering to things that are painful. But this is sort of needed in order to cut out the things that are not good for you, or maybe being stuck in illusions or obsessions, addictions, anything like that. And really having self-love for yourself. So this might be different for other people. You know, it could be maybe ending that job that you hate, that keeps you miserable. Maybe it's a relationship that is just sort of over and you're still sort of hanging on to it. You know, whatever that is for you, there's that sense of letting go of something so you can start anew. Okay. And the grief. So is this a broken heart? Is this things that have happened to you that you've held on to? Maybe haven't expressed your grief, maybe been holding on to grief about something, which could be this sort of heavy energy that we've been having recently, you know, of ups and downs. It's almost like you put yourself up to where you release something and then you pull it back. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to express yourself is pretty much what I feel here. And then the loss. So this is really where you learn from your mistakes. In other words, you know, be passionate for the things that you have lived, and for those mistakes that you've made, it's almost like letting them go. Okay. And this has a lot to do with your ego, especially if you're withholding grief or not letting go of something. It could be ego, but it's really spirit trying to push you towards, you know, a happiness, peace, that kind of thing, where you surrender and everything just sort of comes in for you. And then we have the inner power. So which is good because maybe you're working on stuff. Okay, so this is good because I definitely do feel these two cards change the whole dynamic. Maybe you're feeling that kind of, they call it ebb and flow, you know, it's sort of, it's like a wave. You see the wave coming out, you're releasing, and then the wave comes back. It's like you're probably in this process, and you probably do feel the up and down of this energy that we're dealing with. And this is because we're trying to clear negative energy. With the clearing, it's really about, you know, being authentic. And if things are being told to you that sort of make you sort of run and hide, then you have to question whether or not that's authentic for you. This is really about having trust. This is also about opening up your heart chakra and just really searching deep. Maybe you're finding God, you know. I call God spirit because that's just how it comes for me. It could be different for you, whatever you might attach to, you know. And then the inner power. So this is about having courage and really standing up for something. So there is something here that is causing you a lot of pain and sort of stress, something that you need to let go of. And your soul is really pulling you towards this inner power, this strength. It's not about muscles, it's about free will. Where are you taking yourself? So possibly this is where you're waking up to this point where, you know, maybe you're tired of the pain or the grief or something, okay? Because there's something that needs to end here so that you can clear your energy and start over again. So let's see, at the top of the deck, you have signs. So these signs come to you in the form of feelings, you know, your intuition, your gut. And a lot of times we sort of don't pay attention to them, you know. You might think you're sort of going crazy, or you really didn't really hear that or think that, you know. But there's a lot of signs, either in your dreams, you know, even your thoughts, you know. So this could give you that sense of starting over again with something peaceful, depending what you let in, okay? And then the humility is at the bottom of the deck. This is the underlying energy. So are there so many things that you have regret for? This is really God trying to ask you to, let them in, let your angels or your God in so that they can assist you to really, either humble yourself and forgive yourself, or maybe forgive others. And I do feel it's ego, where if you found yourself attached to manipulation, lies, even doing bad things to others, it's almost as if you feel sort of guilty. This is telling you to release it. Okay, look for better signs. You could be getting signs in that sense of leaving stuff, intuition, and your thought. Don't think you're crazy, because what's happening is that the we're in this phase in the world, not just where you're located, but in the world where these dark energies need to be cleared, and that's what's really going on. So take it as it resonates for you today. I will go a little bit deeper and see, this could have different meanings for different people. So take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? So welcome, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I always love your comments and your messages and all that stuff. But I've been getting a lot of energy being pulled towards me to tell you guys it's about clearing your energies. Start letting go of the garbage that you've been taught or they've been feeding you, because you hold on to it and it affects your life. It affects, relationships, work, the way you think about yourself. So this is really that time to really start new, okay? And that's what's been coming out in meditation too. So let's see, what is the sacrifice, please? And really having patience too is what they say. So the Queen of Cups, and then these two I feel wanted to come out, 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So if you're feeling a little bit of that tug and pull, which is where you're trying to maybe come out of conflict with the 10 of Wands, to sort of lay it down and walk away from it and don't really look back again. It takes that kind of feeling, meaning being aware of your intuition, of how your body feels, of what your mind is telling you. There's something here with the 10 of Wands that maybe you're holding on to very tightly, almost I think in fear to let go of it. But the good thing about it is that with the 6 of Wands, you're going to have victory and success, okay, over this situation. Maybe this is a person you're dealing with. Maybe this is you. Maybe these are your feelings that you're dealing with. So you have to really take it as it resonates. I do feel the Queen of Cups is this kind of energy of, loving others and loving yourself. Also the kind of feeling of maybe being, awakened to spirituality or, intuition, maybe even a little bit of psychic abilities in your dreams. Okay, these are all things that in the ordinary world, the world that they want you to live in, they fear that. It's almost like, like almost trying to tell you that that's not true. And if you have these kind of emotions or feelings, you're sort of crazy. But it's not right. I definitely do feel like this is where you gently love yourself and you release all these tensions, and it'll really give you peace. Maybe you feel it's a sacrifice. Maybe you feel you're going to end something and sort of feel sort of raw or vulnerable without it. It's almost like you got used to carrying a lot of baggage around. Maybe you feel like you have a point to prove or something is what's coming through. But allow yourself to be calm, just very much like this image. Just be calm and sort of soak it all up and know that your soul and your imagination are working together to sort of pull you out of something negative, okay? So I do feel this is a time where there could be a lot of emotions, sort of flared up, okay? What is the 6 of Wands? 6 of Wands. What's the 6 of Wands, please? So you have the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. See? Okay, those stagnant things, those things that you've been so impatient about to either get out of. I feel like there's an impatientness of waiting for whoever this is to maybe move out of this energy. Maybe this is your partner you're waiting for, or maybe this is you. You gotta take it as it resonates. But I definitely do feel like there's this stagnant kind of energy where either you or your person is somewhat getting anxious to move out of, okay? But I do feel there is going to be that sense of victory and success because it's divine timing. It's that sense of being able to move away with it without feeling like you have to carry it and sort of like you're tied to it, really. So there is something changing, something that's been going on for a long time, something backstabbing. Maybe you've placed yourself in a very an emotional place where you're backstabbed or you're not being appreciated, maybe even talked down to in that sense of verbiage, like someone who doesn't hold you in a high regard, you know. I definitely do feel this is something that's going on and you sort of know deep down inside you got to let go of it, but maybe it's your ego that holds on to it with the 10 of wands. Okay, but it is a 10, so that means that's almost over, guys, so hang in there, really. 10 of wands, I mean, and wands could be jobs, you know, because wands are working, about working, but you could take it and really fit it in any aspect of your life. It could be you know, just carrying too much obligation for somebody and somebody not really what I feel is like somebody who doesn't really appreciate you. 10 of wands, 10 of wands. What is the 10 of wands? Maybe you're scared of the outcome or what people will think. So the page of swords, see, I'm trying to listen to that intuition, learning, also digging deep in information, discovering things for yourself, not so much just hearing something and believing in it, but really doing the search for yourself. That's what this is with the page of swords, getting the right information and the right messages. Something could be hindering you because you're listening to the wrong thing. Okay. And what is the Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups, please. What is the Queen of Cups? It takes a lot of self-love, they said. Queen of Cups, please. The Queen of Cups. Is this someone you sacrificed in that sense of you let them go? The Two of Pentacles. See, making that choice. So maybe you let go of someone who is the Queen of Cups for you, that love, that unconditional true love, perhaps, because there is a choice here. Maybe time has passed also is what I feel with this. I do feel once this choice is sort of made, the rest sort of just drops off, and that's where you get your victory and your success in this situation. Something that you deep down inside know you have to end or give into. Maybe you have to give into it. Maybe you're holding yourself back. Give me one with the Two of Pentacles. What's the Two of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles, please. So the Sun and the Hermit with the Seven of Wands. So see, that's that choice. You got to make that choice to allow yourself to heal. With the Sun, anything is possible at this point. Don't give up, because there is a new journey here for you. Maybe it's a journey of listening to your soul. You know, I feel that we've been hardened for so long not to listen to our intuition and to be told that we're crazy, or maybe sort of conformed into just listening to everybody else but ourselves. With the Hermit, this is listening to yourself and God. So you got to stand up for it, and once you do that, everything will get better for whoever this is. Okay. If you're waiting for somebody to make these changes, I feel there's a lot of patience that is needed, and understanding that being in this kind of Ten of Swords energy, it's like heavy metal. It just sort of sticks to you like a magnet, and it's very hard to sort of push it away from you, is what I'm seeing. So let's see, what is this grieve? What is the grieving? The grieve, please. What does this mean? I feel it's somebody who's either in sadness that they're away from you, or something has happened to take you away out of this love, or like grieving a love, you know, that's what it feels like. But let's see, grief, please. What is the grief? What is the grief? Okay, so you got the Four of Wands. So are you at a loss because you're ending a relationship? You know, the Four of Wands is completing a cycle. It's also that sense of moving, maybe moving homes. Are you sad because you're leaving a home, or maybe lost the home? I feel like it's like where you're being guided to, and maybe it's a hard thing for you to swallow and let go of. You know, you hold a lot of pride in it. I don't know if it's a home or a family, or maybe just work or something that you've been devoted to, and it's just not working out for you. It's a heartache, but instead of really facing it face on, you continue to go at it, and it makes you really feel sort of lost. So let's see, what is the Four of Wands? What's the Four of Wands, please? Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands? So the Two of Swords. There we go with that, making a choice for peace or staying in a place of uncomfortable energy, like not happy, insecure, something like that, okay? Almost holding yourself back from what you could truly have. The Four of Wands also is that beginning. It's a relationship. It's a marriage. Is this something that you want to slip into with someone else? Maybe leave the person that you're with, or maybe this is somebody making that choice to go into a relationship. But that means they got to let go of a lot of baggage that they're holding on to right here. What is the Two of Swords, please? The Two of Swords. Two of Swords, please. What is the Two of Swords? Okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles. That could be that sense of finding some kind of peace or balance for you. This also is a working card. It could be dealing with work. Maybe, maybe you're being demoted in that sense of making less money. And it's in the sense of where you're grieving, not making enough to, be stable. That is for some of you as far as money. For some of you, it is a relationship where maybe, your core is strong enough to let you make a choice to move out of it, okay? Whatever this is, it's a strong indication that you have to have some kind of self-love for yourself with the Eight of Pentacles to make things work, okay? Give me one for the Four of Wands again. Another one for the Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands? One more. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups. See, there is that sense of finding joy and peace again and getting that wish fulfillment and starting over again. Is it a move to a job? Is it a move to a relationship? Maybe it's a return to a union, okay? Because those are really beautiful cards, really. I do feel like the struggle here is finding that self-love to make that choice. And sometimes it's almost like you have to be a little selfish with loving yourself to give yourself happiness, if that makes sense. You're not selfish if you love yourself. In other words, I think we lack love for ourselves, So I do feel like this is what's happening here. And maybe you are in that state of grieving something that you've been in for a long time. But in the end, it's going to give you something that you truly desire here with the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning, maybe it is a move to a job, leaving a whole, maybe even a state or a city, something like that, even a family or divorcing or something like that as well. Okay, what is the loss, please? What is the loss? So the Two of Cups. So you're grieving a relationship, which is what I felt here with the Queen of Cups. Maybe this is somebody who's not available in that sense of emotion, and it is sad because that's a soulmate. It's a twin flame. And perhaps this is where you sort of surrender to it and let it happen instead of holding yourself back with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Excuse me. Is it the other person that's holding back? Let's see. What is the loss? Because there's pain here. We got the grief and the sacrifice. So do you continue to be in grief and pain because you're not allowing yourself to go towards the thing that you love, or the person? What is the Two of Cups? Because this could be a new partnership as far as business. The Nine of Cups. Oh, sorry, Five of Cups. So you're missing out on this. See, you walked away from something. There's a regret here of not taking a chance on something. And so your regret is you keep looking back. You're looking back at the past because you had this. So are you wondering if you can have it now? What is the Five of Cups? Eight of Wands. See, I think you're wondering if you can have it now. Is it still there? Has it been squashed out? Has it been too much time? Is the passion still there? There is that sense of needing to speak up and maybe take action and communicate in order to get that new beginning going. Okay, so maybe this is where you are aligned to that person and you have a really good reunion or some sort of meeting or communication. Okay. Yeah, because you're going to keep missing this is what I feel. Give me one for the Eight of Wands. It's like you want to sort of push, but you can't. It's very much about finding that self-love for you that will help you, give you that push, okay? If this is you or them. So the Seven of Swords, see, and there's that ego. That ego saying it's too late. You waited too long. It's gone. That is ego, and that's the bad energy that we've sort of connected to on the 3D that tells you you're not good enough, or it's like quit kidding yourself is what I hear. This is what somebody hears, I feel, that doesn't allow them to take action in something, and so they stay at a loss. But Spirit is really trying to sort of win over is what I feel here. Give me one for the Seven of Swords. This also could be a person who's done a lot of tricky things to people, and they feel guilt is what I feel. They don't feel like they deserve the beginning. Maybe they've cheated people for money, okay? Maybe this is also someone who's been cheated on and doesn't trust new love. For somewhere in there, that's for someone. But with the Seven of Swords, maybe they're just, because I do feel a sense of guilt about something, that you walked away from it, Five of Wands. Maybe you listened to the wrong energy, the wrong people. You have to be very careful that who you hang around with doesn't create conflict for you. If there's any kind of conflict, if you feel any uncertainty in your gut, you sort of move yourself away from it. And I think that the regret here is that you've stayed in something tricky or something that has been quite sabotaging for yourself, okay? Because you're not allowing yourself to live the way you want. And then the King of Cups. So it's a masculine energy that hasn't quite allowed themselves to blossom. You got the King and the Queen of Cups. So this is definitely soulmate, twin flame connection. And it's almost as if you gotta be on the right page and look at each other instead of looking away from each other, if that makes sense, okay? Yeah, I do feel like there's something that's trying to have a revival, that sense of, either forgiveness, communication, action, believing that it's still there, okay? So maybe this is your person that's maybe thinking, oh, it's done. What did I do? Maybe they're listening to others or society, the way society makes you think you're supposed to be, yeah. So let's see here. What is the inner power? What is the inner power, please? Inner power. So, wow. Three of Swords, getting over manipulation, lies, heartbreak, sabotage, backstabbing. Are you with somebody that keeps cheating on you? Has maybe your person cheated on you and they need to tell you? Something like that here with the Three of Swords, okay? So you got to really dig deep in that inner gut to know. Let's see, what is the Three of Swords here? Maybe it's a third party situation for some. The Justice, okay, surrendering, letting go. Maybe you've done a lot of nasty or dirty things to people, financially, or maybe even in that sense of cheating. I don't know, okay? The Death card and the Temperance. Oh my gosh, you guys. You got three major arcanas for the Three of Swords. This is beautiful. It is God and it is Spirit sort of working for you, even though you may not see it, but you feel it, okay? And that's why there's this sort of contemplation energy that we keep feeling. And I keep getting emails and messages about, what's going on. It's going back and forth. Like, I feel not good today. Well, this is it. It's the working of God and Spirit really trying to get us to surrender to these things so that we can start over again. And it takes your inner power, the strength, not muscles, guys, but your free will. Either do you stay in that sort of not so good energy, or do you move from that and have everything balanced for you? A lot of patience, I feel this is someone who's choosing to move out of this Three of Swords energy, and it could be a masculine energy or a feminine energy. it also vice versa. If you are the masculine or you are the feminine, it's almost like having the patience enough and not giving up on prayer and faith, really, that this person can withstand that transformation here that needs to happen, because there is a karmic justice happening. Maybe there's a divorce going on. Maybe this is pulling you towards leaving that hectic thing, whatever that is, okay? I want to know, what is the temperance? Oh, okay. So the wheel. Let go so that you can have everything you want. All the things you've been trying to manifest or trying to come in, but you're holding on to something. Yeah, definitely. Give me one more. One more for the death card. The death card, please. Death card. What is the death card? Six of Swords. See? Walking away from all this stuff that goes on in your head, thinking that you're not good enough, thinking that no one's going to forgive you, thinking that you have to stay in this situation. Whatever that is, whatever has happened, it's time to let go of it so we can start anew with peace. Okay? Let's see here. I want to know, what is the outcome of this energy here? What's the outcome for today? What is that? See, letting go of the stagnant stuff, guys. Really. Wow. So you got the devil. Okay, so letting go of those negative attachments. See, either you've been betrayed or you betrayed others. But I feel it's like you've been keeping yourself in betrayal and darkness, not seeing the light, you know. But it's changing. There is that sense of taking some sort of action against this, whatever that is, job, love, you know, you, family, whatever. The Three of Swords, see that heartbreak is sort of healing and mending. It's gonna allow you to go into that better relationship, that better job, whatever that is, okay? Follow your passion, really, your intuition with that Knight of Wands. What else? Okay, this one right here. Oh, I caught it. Okay, so, oh, judgment. And it is judgment time right now, guys. It's a spiritual war we've been in. I don't know if you know, we've been in a war, but it's a spiritual battle between the good and the bad. Wow, that's great, actually. And the Four of Swords. So this turmoil is going to end. You have to be patient. It will end, and we are being protected by God. Yeah, so new options. And this option gives you this sort of option to not be somewhat greedy or material, but to see things clearly and pick a better option for yourself. Okay, new opportunities are happening there. You know, to learn from the past is what I feel. So let's see. Let's see. What is this karmic cycle here, please? What's the karmic cycle here? It's like a lot of lessons being learned is what it feels like today. Maybe it is work, guys. Are you learning that you're really not meant to work that hard, but you're still meant to have abundance in your life, but we've been led the wrong way? Maybe you're changing jobs. Maybe you're changing just the whole you, the way you stand and think and feel and what you're allowing, okay? And maybe you do need all this patience. So then the wife, is this about leaving a wife or making somebody your wife? Making the right person your wife? So the celebration, so celebrating. Wow, so maybe this is about being committed, you know, taking that plunge. I felt it with the Four of Swords, and really sort of taking that plunge with the Two of Swords, making that choice, letting go of the heartache, okay? What else, please? What else? Okay, so love, and it's God, really. It really is a change. So I do feel for divine masculine and divine feminine, you have to sort of just carry that faith, really, and know that everything is going to be all right. I want to know, how can they continue to manifest this reading, please? How can it continue? So it says that distraction of shiny things. What I'm telling you, material, we've been led to really not believe in God, in the real God, but believe in the material God that you see on the, maybe, I don't know, in the world, okay? And it's time to let go of it. I don't want to say too much because they won't let me post things again. if I say the wrong thing, but which sucks that we live in a society like that. There's a lot of distractions of shiny things, light things, things that you think are God, but they're really not. Okay, and so that is a lot of you gotta let go of that ego stuff. Okay, and then also, let's see, magic happens when you most expect it. So expect some change, expect some kind of magic to happen. In other words, have faith in this. Okay, whatever that might be for you. So let's see here. I want to know. Let's do this one. I'm called to this one again. What is the spirit message here for them? The spirit message. Okay, so let's see. Have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It is long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself the sole permission to have fun. Yeah, definitely. That's how you let go of that stuff, not holding on to it, really. Yep. Let's see. What is the mystery of love? Mysteries of love. What do they need to see in here, please? Mysteries of love. The mysteries of love is having self-love, they say. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. You have enlightenment. So this is about, going down a new path, a light path, pure love and light. This is definitely being infused with whatever you believe it is. God, the real God, Heavenly Father, angels, Buddha, whatever that might be for you. It's being enlightened and it's transforming you. And wisdom. So this is wisdom that comes from within us. Okay, we're born with it, but we sort of been distracted for many decades and many years of thinking it's about money, and it's really not. And we've been really working too hard for things. They should come easily. And so this wisdom is infinite wisdom. It's that sense of intuition. It's that sense of when you get enlightened, it really sort of blossoms. Okay, so very nice. Let's see here. Let's see. I want this one here. Not let me take it out. Okay, let's see. What is the insight for this reading, please? What is the insight in this reading? What is the insight for this reading, please? Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Feelings, power, and creation. Follow your feelings to your desires. Your likes and dislikes will lead you to what you can create from your soul. There's a power in letting your feelings guide you. Yes, that is so true. It's just like an awakening. I feel everybody's sort of awakening to these powers, and sometimes ego will tell you, no, that's not true. It's not. This is the way it's supposed to be. No, it's not. You got to squash it, really. Inner strength, guys. Inner strength is what it's about. And sometimes you got to distance yourself from people or situations that make you feel funny in your stomach. Then you're doing the right thing because you're listening to yourself. And don't let others tell you right or wrong. Okay, so I want to know, what is the guidance from the yogi? Yogi magic, please. What's the guidance? Let's close it off with this one because they're really insightful, I always feel. And it's always tapas. See, you are the creator. This is definitely you being the creator. You create your peace in your reality. What are you seeing? Do you keep yourself on the dark side, or are you allowing the abundance of love to come in? That it comes through God, really. Yeah, I think we've been taught to really, not really worship the real God, guys. And it's going to come too. So, I don't know. I'm going to see, what is the angel questions? Angel questions. I was wondering if a new one would come out, but it's the same one. Let's see here. What's the angel answers? Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's put this back. Okay. So you got not the right time. Okay. No. And no. So what's going on? There's something that you got to question with those two no's. They're telling you something's not right. So either you're trying to start in the same cycle again, and they're trying to warn you not to keep going down that cycle, follow your feelings, okay? And definitely create something new, okay? So let's see. I will close it off with the Kuan Yin. Let's do the Kuan Yin to end, please. Okay, okay. It says, child's play. Conscious play creates energy. It allows us to enjoy the discipline that helps us feel safe, productive, and that we are making progress on our path. It opens us up to life and increases our vitality and creativity. Without it, discipline and hard work can wear away at your life force. When balanced with loving and healthy discipline, there is no need to fear. It can only bring benefit. So yeah, just really staying balanced. I think you have to say no to stuff, you know. I have to question, what is that right time? I don't know. Let's see. I don't usually do that, but I'm being called to it. Even as I was reading that, they're telling me. What's the not the right time? What's the not the right time? Queen of Swords. So see, this is the person you got to leave. You might be trying to leave a situation and they're pulling you back, okay? And it's not the right time for whoever that is, guys. They clarified it for me, so there you go. I hope this helped you. Stay in line and really sort of allow your intuition and your God to really guide you guys. So praying for all of you. Stay safe and blessed. And please like, share, and subscribe and leave me your stories. I do read them. Have a beautiful day, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.